right, just first off, what were just some of the things you wanted to accomplish during the bye week you guys just had?
I mean, first of all, I think we need to get healthy. Get our legs back under us. Really, people think about the first 6 games, but it's really from camp. So from beginning of August to just last week it was football, football, football. So it's nice to get your legs back and get healthy.
What stands out to you looking at Coastal on tape?
I mean, they're a very veteran team. A lot of older guys, a lot of guys who played a lot of ball, and I think it'll be a great challenge for us. We're looking forward to it, and I think we're up for the challenge as well.
What do you do in the secondary? It looks like they have fairly good defense in there. What is it they do in the back end?
We've seen recently they like play a lot of man coverage, so we'll have to be man coverage on the perimeter and win our one-on-ones.
What was the biggest thing you noticed from those practices, the bye week, was kind of maybe the biggest stride you kind of saw the team make?
Well, I think every week we're making strides. For me, it's just as an offense, that's how I look at it. I'm only on the offensive side, but I think every week is progress, and bye week nothing really changed. We're all still trying to get better each and every day we go out there.
Coach Jones mentioned that last week, I guess every player was asked to self-assess and give themselves a grade. What was your grade for yourself through 6 games?
I had told him mine was around a B, somewhere around a B. I feel like I've done what I can this season, but there's obviously a lot of meat left on the bone still, and progress to be made. There's things I can do better as well. So.
What did you look for when you're back there on punt return? What kind of take me through what you're thinking back there?
Well, for me, the number one job is just recovering the ball for the offense. So there's no return or anything. I'm just thinking about catching the ball first, and then looking at the hang time and seeing how long the ball's hanging in the air, how high the ball's kicking. Sometimes you can see the team running down as you're looking up, but the ball's really high, you can't really see. So it's just like a time clock in your head, and I trust those guys up front, blocking for me and just making the right decision.
Was the Troy game a game where maybe some inexperience shows up a little bit more, considering how much experience they have and how solid they are defensively?
Yeah, I think with a team like that and a defense like that, there's no room for mistakes. The margin for error is very small. So, with the things we were doing and some mistakes we made, some games it didn't hurt us as much, but a game like that, it'll hurt you a bit.
But how big is it having a game like that to kind of draw memory from and draw hey, we made a mistake here, but now learning from that experience kind of help you guys going into this week? It's kind of a similar situation going up against another really experienced team.
Yeah, well, I think playing a team like that, we see what they can do to us if we're not on our A game. So I think now we understand what it takes, and we're able to adapt to that and be better for the next week.
Be 6 games into the season and have a lot still to play for. Obviously all your goals are probably still out in front of you at this point. How much does it help that you're in that spot right now?
Yeah, I think we're in a great spot. Like you said, the Detroit game and some of the games we've had, we've learned a lot of lessons. And hopefully a lot of adversity is behind us, and now we can just push forward and be a good team we know we are.
How beneficial was the bye week for you personally?
For me personally, it was beneficial. My body, was pretty beat up. It's a physical game, and I play physical as well. So, just having that little time, we still practice hard throughout the week, but having that just weekend of recovery, standing in the training room all day because you got more time, obviously, since you're not too much game planning for your opponent, and then, just treatment.
I know you've seen a lot of quarterbacks. What makes Grayson McCall a different guy?
Honestly, he's a proven winner. I noticed since I've gotten the conference in 2021, even before when I was getting recruited, he was just, he's just been dominating the conference ever since he's been here. You know what I'm saying? He's just very efficient with his offense. He switched offenses still just as efficient as he was when Jamie Chadwell was there. So, he's going to be a tall task to handle.
We're just those bye week practices. What were some of the things that kind of stood out to you? What were some of the things that impressed you about them?
Honestly, the level of physicality and, our ability, we self-scouted ourselves into, we ran the same plays that were explosive against us, and we, just have people have the mental capacity, to realize they made that mistake, and knowing that they made a mistake, that's a big step, because some people get too caught up in their head and being like, I didn't do this wrong, and the whole time they did. So, that was the biggest thing, just seeing what plays went out the gate for us, and then just correcting those mistakes.
One of the things Coach Jones mentioned was that he asked everybody to kind of self-assess and grade themselves. What sort of grade did you give yourself for the first 6 games?
I told him yesterday I gave myself a B, but like honestly, you know, that's not high enough for me. But like I feel like right now it's just me having the impact of affecting others. You know, just like playing at a high level the whole entire game, not just 3 quarters, 3.5 quarters, just the whole game, just domination. You know, that's what I gave myself.
You know, I know y'all haven't played, you didn't see them last year, played them here 2 years ago. How much different is this team now from the one you had when you played them 2 years ago?
It's funny, I was thinking about that earlier. I really think they're the exact same team. You know, they're a great football team. The only thing they missed was a tight end. He ended up going to the Ravens, you know, had 4 touchdowns against us in year 1. But that's the only thing that just changed. He just went and got drafted. You know, I feel like they're the exact same team. When I look at scouting now, I'm seeing the exact same players that were there in 2021. So, you know, they're a veteran group, very experienced team. It's gonna take us playing 4 quarters of hard football to beat them.
How much does it help? You know, you had played against a veteran team against Troy before the bye week, and now you have another kind of veteran type team. How much does that help? You know, learning maybe from the mistakes you guys made from that Troy game.
I feel like it's great now that you know that big conference game got out the way. You know, we've seen what level of physicality other teams are gonna bring. We're not shocking nobody no more. Everybody know who they're going against, and they're gonna game plan us like it's a championship week. Because in our conference, every team is good top to bottom. You got teams like ULM almost basically upset Texas State. So every week you got to come with it. So I'm glad that we did play an opponent like that, the defending conference champs, and that I feel like it's a building block going into this game.
How would you kind of assess where you are as a team right now? Obviously, you're 3-3, 1-1 in the conference. You know, all your goals still out in front of you. You know, halfway through the season.
Honestly, we just stand together, stand close. You know, we even said that all our goals are still there. You know, every day we practice that way. You know, we just leaders like me, Straker, even Jalen, all the guys, Jacob Barrett, just like feeding into the team, telling us we got everything still in front of us. Yes, we're not gonna go undefeated. We find that out week 1. We probably we're not gonna lose 2 games. We lost 3 games, but like just still thinking like the Sun Belt Championship is still there. You know, the bowl game is still there. So every week we look at that, and that's a positive for us. If there's still hope, we still keep going.